trying to find buttons.
That's funny.
My microphone's in the way. So,
excuse me. I'll start sharing this really quick. How is everyone?
Good. What cards are you using? Because I'm just piggybacking on you tonight.
I am going to use a deck from Sandra Murray. She sent it to me.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is wisdom.
All right. Hi, Faye. Hi, Rochelle. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Kathy. Oh, hi, Leah. We'll be a few minutes getting started. Faye, Rochelle. Elaine. Aaliyah. Kathy. And then Jessica. Yes, happy Wednesday. We're headed down the hill to the stretch.
That's funny.
Yay. So, oh, hello, Lily. And Tracy.
Hey.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't be lazy and I should go get a deck of cards. Oh, here, I got one. Nope.
What are you using?
I use the Everyday Witch. Once I remember how to open the box. Hello, Orville. Okay, so you can start with our cousin, Faye. And Faye, lovely pictures that you shared with Penelope.
Yes.
We're trying to figure out all the people. And Lorraine said to say thank you. And if you have more, she'd like to see them as well. It was fun seeing her dad as a little boy.
Okay. So bear with the lighting, everyone. I'm not sure what's going on with my camera. And as D'Arcy mentioned last week, my surgery was a success. And I have another follow-up appointment later. So, Faye, these new cards, the Witch of Water. Can you see them properly?
Yeah.
Their big cards are beautiful. And if you look at this talks about the healing of water. And mermaids talk about beautiful siren songs. So sing your own songs, spend some time out in nature. Water is always good, but I don't know, is there a lot of water up at 100 Mile? I can never remember. Only drove through there once. But spend some time in nature, get out there. Do a little more of the uploading of pictures, and please take care of your health. I know that you're taking care of someone else, and sometimes we forget. Water always talks about health. Water is a very healing thing, so take care of your health as well.
Hello, Rochelle. I'm trying to get my chair centered so you don't see the cat food. Anyways, Rochelle, we're using...
I feel like you see it dead center.
Yeah. We have... Oh, the Queen of Swords. This is sitting in a position of authority, but not ruling so badly that people are going to cut off your head, so to speak. So when you're sitting, and excuse me, I'm going to wipe my camera clean.
You gotta pull the card back to your face, Mom, so others can't see it.
When I'm getting instructions from the help in the gallery here, when you sit in this kind of position, it's how you weigh the position, it's how you talk to people, how you move forward and do things in such a way that everyone's benefiting from what you decide. So just keep that in mind, Rochelle. Okay, Elaine is next.
Okay, Elaine. You know, I'm not sure you should look for lucky rabbit tails. This is the Three of Earth. And what this is actually talking about is stepping outside your comfort zone and doing it before you're pushed by the universe to step outside your comfort zone. You know, and that's sort of like, make sure you look before you leap so you don't get too close. And just because you're comfortable doesn't always mean that it's a good thing. Sometimes we need to move out of our comfortable place and expand our horizons. And there are new things coming, so expect a busy time in the next 6 to 9 months.
Right. Aaliyah, hello. I think I finally am saying your name right. You have the Magician. And normally my camera does a better job of showing the pictures, but with the Magician, it's about having, as we all know, one of my favorite cards, all the paraphernalia at your fingertips to make things happen, but it's also balance. So tonight might just be about balance for a lot of us. And so I'm going to say, make sure you're balancing your life, that you're putting it in the direction you want to see it, but also that you're replenishing your energy as you go. All right. Really important. Kathy is next.
Kathy, the Four of Earth. This is another card that talks about grounding and anchoring yourself. So anchoring yourself can be a myriad of things, but if we're too flighty and we're too overly emotional, and I'm not saying that's what you are, but this card is like a warning. Ground yourself. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be moving forward. And you might as well be grounded while you're moving forward. Instead of burying yourself, they're asking you just to dig yourself out of the ground, balance your life, balance your spirituality, ground yourself and move forward.
Okay. So Jessica, you have the Tower, and the Tower is about change. And sometimes it's sudden change. It's not subtle change. It's sudden. It's something that sort of like smacks you in the face, and and you go, oh, I didn't realize it was going to happen that way. So be prepared. Sudden changes around you, Jessica, but I also feel like you're able to quite handle them. Like you're not running around like a chicken with your head cut off going, oh my God, what am I going to do? It feels as though you're going to handle it quite well. Oh, see, she thought she'd come up and help me with my tea, only she thought it was water. So anyways, Jessica, just be prepared to ground. And for the sudden changes, flow with them. Don't try to fight against them, because the more you fight against something, the harder it gets to finish it. Okay, Lily is next.
Lily. This is another Earth card, and this is about tapping into your sacred site and stepping outside another person to step outside their comfort zone and tap into their spirituality, and to have faith that there are guardians in place that will help you see the things you're not seeing. Another person that a comfort zone is a nice thing, right? But if we get ourselves stuck in a comfort zone, we never see the whole picture. And you're being called to ask to see the whole picture. I know that can be scary, but I have faith that you can handle this.
Yeah. So Tracy, just a minute, cat hair irritating my face. Tracy, we have for you the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about celebration, but not always the kind we're looking for. So this is to me, the Four of Wands also represent work. So it could be a job coming towards you. It could be something that you're looking to establish. But sometimes we like to avoid the work issue. But that card tells me that there should be a job coming towards you, one that you should be looking at. And if you do go to look at it, it may only be 4 days a week or 4 hours a day a week sort of idea. But it's enough to get you out of the house, to get you doing things that maybe you wouldn't have been able to do if you didn't have the job. So it is really important for you to look. So basically they're saying spring's here, start looking. House clean. Okay. Orville's next. Penelope.
Orville, the Two of Earth. The Two of Earth talks about new beginnings, coming out of a hibernation period where you were taking, you've been taking really good care of yourself and starting to. This is about having your spirit guides reach out to you, and that like the bears waking up from hibernation, there is a new chapter of your life starting, and you have everything you need: skills, emotional, mental acuity, knowledge to succeed in this new chapter.
Okay, and because Sandra gave you the cards, I think you should pull a card for Sandra as well.
Hi, Sandra. Oh, this is a pretty card. And they're fairly new. And thank you again. You have no idea how cool this was. Okay. You get the Mother Earth. This represents the Ace of Earth, represents the Mother Earth, divine embodiment. Healing tendencies run through you. This is
Which ones?
practicing your gift, but maintaining your humility and tapping into the life force that surrounds all of us, including yourself. So thanks again. What?
No, I'll explain in a minute. Go
Thanks
ahead, finish.
again for the beautiful, beautiful cards. They touched my heart.
What no one can see is I'm holding cards up to Moonlight going, which card? Okay. And Ashley goes, are you getting Moonlight to pick your cards for you again? Yeah, I am. Okay. So hello, Shar. And the cat had two choices and she picked this one, the Knight of Wands. And this is about movement. It's about change. It's about coming above all kinds of situations and looking at it from a different perspective. So when you look at it, you're actually tuning into your own gifts and listening to things and people around you. So I would say, one, there's a journey to make one, a physical journey, one where you're getting in a car and you're driving somewhere, or a plane, a bus, whatever. Two, there's a spiritual journey for you to make. And you have to go to the Red Dragon to actually make the journey. So I don't know if someone has a dragon tattoo and that's what they're referring to when they say go to the Red Dragon. But there's two journeys for you to make. And one's from the soul and the other one is physical. So be careful on both. Trust your guides. Trust your instincts. Okay, Patricia. Now, I don't remember Patricia before, so I'm going to say hello.
I think, hello, Patricia. Patricia, for you, the priestess. The priestess talks about what do you want to know? When you see the priestess, this is what she's saying. She's saying, what do you want to know? Ask your questions. Be careful what you ask. Granny Goodwitch always used to say that. Always be careful what you ask for, or ask your question wisely. But the priestess talks about tapping into your inner femininity. Always a hard word for me to say.
Yeah.
And the mystery, women, and no offense to the men out there, but women are very mysterious beings. We really, truly are. Where our hearts and our essence is in touch with the Mother Earth. And they believe that our heartbeat beats in time with the heartbeat of the earth. So this is a mystery, and this is a time for you, sweetheart, to tap into your inner mysteries.
Okay, I like your camera. It's just having a mind of its own there.
I know, it hasn't made up its mind what it wants to do today.
Okay, Cheyenne. Hi, honey. You have the 10 of Cups, and this is enjoying the moment. It's taking time. It's sitting down. It's relaxing. It's regrouping. It's just being in the now. So don't be afraid to embrace nature and to spend time in nature, as long as you're using lots of sunscreen and everything and protection. And just take time to enjoy that now. And I know that's easy to say because it's really hard sometimes to get into the now. But give it a shot and see what happens, Cheyenne. So Lovely Cut Knife is next.
Hi, lovely. Forgive the fidgeting, everybody. I pulled a muscle in my leg when Bailey decided to protect me from the neighbor's dog and drag me down a flight of stairs ASAP. So for you, honey, you get the Great Mother. This talks about touching base of your divine and goddess-like nature. Also paying attention to nature. They say that she was very, very much responsible, the great mother, for, the milk of her soul was our star system, and our love is what her love is what created life. So I'm being told that you also must do, like, what's that word I'm looking for, D'Arcy? Affirmation. I'm never good at affirmations, but there are affirmations out there like I will succeed or I am grateful. You practice affirmation. Positive affirmation.
I am looking at the person responsible for making me happy, successful, and achieve my dreams. You can write it on your bathroom mirror with removable marker and always replace it. Mine is, I am a goddess and I deserve to be loved. So affirmations are great.
I love it.
So Lisa, hi Lisa, you have the 10 of Pentacles, and this is just a little bit of money coming towards you, but it's also contentment. It's finding that perfect spot where you feel content, where you feel like you believe you have everything you want inside of life. Maybe you want more, but there's that one moment when you know you've achieved it all. And then you just keep going from there. And so that's what that card says to me is embrace the moment when you realize you have everything you want. Is there really anything else you need? And if there is, keep working for it. If not, be happy where you are. But that doesn't limit you from wanting to have a little more.
Always.
Okay.
Always.
Now we have a Patty.
Hi, Patty. For you, the card, the Guardian. And the Guardian is saying, okay, honey, go outside. Go offer prayers of thanks to the universe for the gifts received. But go outside for a minute, somewhere quiet. Now, especially that it's warmer. Find a tree that calls to you. Literally sit underneath it. Be still. Be silent. Put away your iPhone. Put away your iPod. Put away any of the external distractions we use literally to distract ourselves. Now's the time for you to be paying attention, not distracting yourself from what's going on. Partly, I'm being told that includes that really cool ability you have to read your phone while talking on your phone and texting and driving and talking on your phone simultaneously. Distraction. Pay attention. Oh, and watch the next couple of weeks, or you're going to end up with a speeding ticket, I'm being told. Or one of those not so fun ones. Like $400 and several demerits for driving through a stop sign.
Have you experienced that? Is that what you're saying?
A couple, was it 2 years ago, I literally drove through a stop sign that I didn't see because I was following the car in front of me. The police officer had me drive back to the stop sign. It was 8 feet high, and honest to God, it measured something like 4.5, 5 feet wide, and bold and bright. And 11 of us simultaneously drove through it because we all followed
the car in front. Yeah.
The car in front while being distracted.
Yeah.
So I'm being told you have to be careful, honey, or you're going to, that really cool ability of yours you're so proud of is going to cost you.
Yeah.
Just
Faye says, yes, lots of runoff right now. Aaliyah said, thank you. Elaine says, thanks, Penelope. And yes, there is some busy time coming for sure. You know me, never a dull moment for sure. And then we have Linda. Hi, Linda. You have the Three of Pentacles. And this is a couple of things. You may be looking at paint. And instead of putting paint on the wall, like little patches of paint, you could just get those little squares and you could put the little squares on, and each day pull off a color you're not all that fussy about and leave the rest up. Okay. And it's also about some written messages coming towards you. So someone may be dropping you some letters, or they may be dropping a card in the mail or something for you, Linda. And I would say just take it at value. Okay. And if you do feel like you want to reply to them, then go ahead and reply. Just be careful of your word choice. Okay. So we've already read for Patricia, and Elaine. Jocelyn is next.
Jocelyn.
And again, I think she might be new. I'm not sure.
Doesn't sound like someone I know, or I'm familiar with the name. So Jocelyn, for you, the wisdom keeper. So tap into your spontaneous abilities to make decisions. If we pay attention to when we're making decisions, the wisdom of making the right or wrong decision is already in our heads, it's in our hearts. And if we listen to it, we follow a better path. And that's what this card is saying. I mean, the wisdom keeper is the person who holds all the knowledge. And you hold divine knowledge, you hold common sense, and we don't always listen to our wisdoms. So you're being asked to listen to your inner voice. And I'm not talking about the inner voice that says blow $200 at the casino or something like that, when you don't have enough to pay rent, kind of. But that inner voice that says, whoa, maybe left isn't the way to go today. You're laughing at me.
Yeah. I know people who do that. Amanda, hi. Amanda, you have the Six of Swords. This is movement. This is coming from difficult into more serene surroundings, but it's also about rearranging, changing, moving things. So I'm going to say be careful lifting. Make sure if you're moving or rearranging things that you're doing it at pace. You're not like rushing through it. And take a few moments and listen to the birds outside. I sort of want to say, I think your dad might be talking to you. And because Patricia is new, just so you know, Patricia, we go down the list of names as we go, and we read for everyone. And you did get a card. So you may have to go back and watch it if you didn't see it, but you did get a card. Okay, Lily says thank you. And Liam is next. Hi, Liam.
I'm always so nervous doing one for Liam because, I can mess this up. Okay, Liam, the council of all being. He who is, that person who is, I almost hate to say this, but not only do you have kindness, but you have knowledge, you have the gift of being someone who is revered in your workplace. And you also have around you a sense of urgency, like now is the time not to put off making those important choices. No, nothing dire is happening to you, but things are coming in place that if you procrastinate, you're going to miss some opportunity that is really important.
Okay.
Hey, I did well. I didn't talk about,
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let you pull for Shar as Sharon, or I call her Shar.
Shar?
Yeah, my Shar, not yours.
Okay. For you, the Nine of Fire. First, can you do me a favor and just really make sure that if you're around anywhere where there is fire, like try to be safe around it. Make sure that you put it out when you're camping and things like this. Now, what this card actually talks about, the 9, is it talks about abundance, about being grateful for your abundance. If you listen very carefully to the messages you're being given, a lot of the things, the answers you're looking for are being revealed to you. They might not be the answers that you want, just like the things you're receiving might not be the abundance that you want, but be grateful for what you are receiving. As difficult as it is, this is what the universe believes you need.
All right. Hi, Brenda. You have the sun, which is frolic in the sun, just like they're doing, have a little fun, put your hair down. Okay, I'm not going to say dance naked in the street, but, if it suits you. But this is all about enjoying. Again, I'm stuck in the moment. So we are so busy looking forward, looking back, that sometimes we forget about being right here. And it's hard to do. I've practiced it and it's still hard to do, but to just stop and listen to everything around you and smell, sense, feel everything. It's amazing what you miss because you're so more busy moving forward. So they're saying to enjoy the moment, live every moment as though, and I'm not saying it's your last, but it's an expression, live every moment as though it's your last. Because by doing so, you're actually having fun in the process.
I see we have a friendly little guppy message.
Ashley, she's got it. Christina is next. Christina's next.
Christina, the 8 of Fire. Wake up, sunshine. Wake up and see the morning. Wake up and see the dawn. Wiggle your toes. Stretch your limbs. Get out of bed and embrace the new day. Don't get caught in yesterday's memories, yesterday's sadness. The thing about it, hon, is once night falls and you go to sleep, that's the end of that day. A new day, a new dawn, a new beginning. I realize this sounds like one of those songs from the 60s or the 70s, but it really is, in your case, very important. Wake up. Look at the sun. Face the morning with exuberance. And I mean, we're all, like D'Arcy says, we all have moments. But when we talk about gratefulness, I wake up every morning and I actually say, cool, another day that I could possibly do anything I want. Anything. So look for that morning. It's just around the corner. And then embrace it.
Hi, Rachel. Rachel, you want to run away from home? Okay. Maybe it's time to take a spa day. You know that old commercial, Calgon, Take Me Away? Maybe it's time for a spa day, or maybe it's time that you did take a little trip for yourself. So, Rachel, I'm going to say step back and look. I'm certain your husband and your son can well look after themselves. Maybe it's time for you to just take that golden brick road and see where it's going to take you for a couple of days all by your lonesome. Okay, Ilya's next. And Ilya's question is, will I be buying a house in the next 4 months?
Okay. I'm being told to be a little bit cautious, that the bank might be giving you a bit of a more difficult time, and that's something I'm familiar with. And this voice says you need a little more savings and security. So make sure that you are cautious about it and don't get caught up into those easy mortgage schemes. Maybe not in 4 months, but I can see 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
And on top of it, this is saying seek truth and honor yourself and that truth. So again, if it looks too, if it looks too good to be true, an offer with some of these new brokers and things out there, just be really cautious. But I'd say more 6 to 9 months than 4. And I think that's something, because I think everyone is getting caught up in the panic that there won't be any houses available. But this rush will end.
Yeah. Okay. Tracy says, thank you. Sandra, you're very welcome. And thank you. Shay, I'll be with you in a second. Shar, you're welcome. She's thinking who has the red dragon. Jocelyn, honey, you did get a card. Like, if you're new, the process takes a little bit because we have to start at the top and work our way down. And then we have Jeannie, and Cheyenne says, thank you. And just a minute. Brenda, you did get your card. Okay, so Shay, you have the 7 of Pentacles. This is normally you're hanging your money to dry, so don't make fake money. You can go to jail for it. I mean, that's the rumor I heard. But it also is about don't air your dirty laundry. Okay, it's 2 separate things. And normally I don't think of dirty laundry when we're plucking apples from a tree or something. But whatever it is that you want to talk about, you keep it close to your heart. You talk to the person involved. Don't tell everyone around you, because, you tell one person, they tell the next. You've been around the campfire where you start with Billy's wearing blue pants, and by the time he gets over to the last person, Billy's not only wearing blue pants, but he's got on girls' underwear. So just be careful of who you're telling your secret to, because it's going to get blown out of proportion.
Definitely.
Okay, and Jeannie and Brandon, I'll let you pull for both of them. And will baby come early? I heard no.
I'm hearing, the moment I saw your message, my first thought was a piece of wisdom that someone had once said to me: babies come when babies come.
Yeah.
They know when they're ready, and they don't always tell us that they're ready. So you feel like you're still healthy and that you're still having a really good pregnancy. Let baby cook a little longer.
Well, and I'm going to say this. When I say no about early, I think you're talking like weeks early. I don't count a day early.
No, neither do I.
Okay. So you have Jeannie and Brandon.
Okay, we're going to do Brandon first.
Okay.
Brandon, this is the Craftsman of Fire, and this is about working hard, honing your skills, and trusting your abilities and your strength. This card says that if you're starting to second guess yourself, are you a good provider? Are you on the right path? You're a really intelligent person. Trust yourself. And yes, if an opportunity for a little bit of increased education comes along that will benefit you, then take it and take that next step. But trust in yourself. Okay? And then it was Jeannie, right?
Yes.
Oh, Jeannie, honey, the shaman. The shaman says, all things in keeping with the universe. Trust that everything, honey, is falling exactly the way it's supposed to fall. That doesn't mean that you aren't supposed to play your part and take care of yourself and make sure everything is in place. It's saying have faith, have trust. Everything is, much like the man, he's blindly doing the drums because he's in tune with himself, with nature, and he knows everything is in keeping with the universe.
Yeah. So we have Annie M. Patty says, thank you. I will go slow. I don't play with my phone, but I'll be careful. Jocelyn said, thank you. Amanda said, thank you. And then after that, we have second Brenda, Darlene. Okay, so Annie M. Ace of Swords. Okay, and as you know, most aces, well, maybe you don't, but most aces represent clarity of thought. Okay, but this one makes me think, I am powerful, hear me roar, and the lightning going out from the rod. And remember that if you stand outside with an umbrella, when there's a lightning storm, you're actually running a risk of being a conductor. So be careful there. Okay. But this is about just feel the breeze through your hair, through your body, let it surround you and allow the changes to transpire in front of you. And it's also about just being a little cautious as you move forward, but not so cautious that you're hesitating along the way. This is more about like look before you leap sort of idea. Okay, but you're still going to leap. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, Catherine's next. Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine. Catherine, the goddess of earth. The goddess of earth talks about the maternal blessings and nourishment and abundance and loving the sweetness of life. Let the joy of life overwhelm you and take control for a little bit. There are good things coming towards you, and don't be nervous of them and wonder what the balance will be. Just say, I am ready for all the good, positive things in the world coming towards me today.
All right. Hey, Brenda. I hope you and Kurt are doing well. Wrong Kurt. Anyways, Brenda. No. So if you're talking to Marion, tell her to check in on Kurt for me. Mm-hmm. Brenda, this is a relationship and a reviving, renewing, re-energizing a relationship. It's taking time to sit and enjoy the moment. It's also about a discussion, and the discussion could be about a change of location, moving to a new location. It could have something to do with a decision to live somewhere else. So I'm going to say that it is important, if you're going to look at that, to weigh all the pros and cons, measure them, literally measure them, and see which ones suit you best and go with the one that fits you. Okay,
Right.
we have a Darlene, and I believe this is her first time because she says, hi, new here. So that's a giveaway.
D'Arcy, so I don't forget, and I have witnesses, you're to check your mailbox.
Oh, yay. I'll check my mailbox, but nothing came in today.
Because something is supposed to be marked delivered.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll be here tomorrow.
For you, honey, Darlene, the ancestor. This talks about wisdom. All ancestors talk about wisdom. Family, if there's a link in your family that needs to sort of be reestablished a bit, this is a really good time in the way things are to reestablish old links, to deal with the past and to deal with the trauma that came from the past. Always remembering that we don't have to carry it forward. I've heard an amazing saying, and I've really been trying to practice it. Your response is your responsibility. And it's saying, yes, listen to your ancestors, tap back into your heritage, but also remember that you get to control how you respond to anything.
Yeah. So Brenda said, thank you so much. Shar, my Shar said, thank you. Your Shar said, we have a troll. Ashley said, sap goes the troll. Brenda says, thank you. We have Whitney, who I'm not sure if we've had Whitney before, but hello.
So.
And Liam says, thank you both. I have a hard time thinking I am revered. Okay, don't tell Sean because he wouldn't believe it. Lovely says, is there time for little old me? And I was pretty sure you read for Lovely.
I did, honey, but you'll have to go up a little bit.
Okay. Christina said, and Whitney, we will get to you. Just hold on. Lovely. Christina said, thank you, Penelope. Yes, I feel so blessed waking up to the sunshine every morning. I have to pinch myself. Rachel says, laugh out loud. Thanks, girls. Heading to the spa. Ilya says, thank you, Darlene. We just read for. And then Margaret. So Whitney, welcome. I'm not sure if we've read for you before. So I have the Eight of Wands, and this is my magic card. This is making things happen. It's causing a little stir around people, Whitney, but you know what? That's okay. Maybe you do need to cause a little stir. Maybe you need to stir that pot and see who gets in trouble and who doesn't, who's willing to jump into the pot to stop you, and who's willing to jump out so they don't get burnt. And I'm going to say that it made me think of Dorothy, of the Wizard of Oz, and Dorothy.
God.
I know she's not holding on to a dog, she's holding on to a cat, but she's in power. And that's basically what this card is about, Whitney. You're in the power. I am the power. That's the song I'm hearing. Isn't that
You've got the power.
You got the power, but isn't that a kids show?
Yes, I think so.
Thundercats. Oh my God, I can remember that. Okay, Margaret is next. Hi, Margaret.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. It makes my cheeks sore if I laugh too much still. Okay, Margaret. Lower your inhibitions. Literally, that's what this card says. Do some risk taking. Much like going through the maze, you don't close your eyes, but you get the idea. You go forward, trust your instincts. This is the time for you, darling. This is the time for you to not get caught up in what you can't. Forget that voice that says, I can't. And, we're not talking about forget the voice that says, I can't rob a bank or commit bodily
There
harm
are some I
children.
can't do.
But don't say, oh, I can't possibly do this, when it's something reasonable.
Yeah. Okay, I got corrected. It's He-Man who says, I've got the power. Okay, thank you, Shar. Jeannie said, thank you, ladies. As always, lots happening as always. And it feels like some things are finally finding resolutions after many, many years. Karma, so to say. Karma's a bitch. I mean, she either loves you or she bites you. Annie M says, thank you. Catherine says, thank you. We have Thilia. I'm going to let you take Thilia.
Okay. Honey, this is a time for you to start working on your wishes. Whenever I see the star card, regardless of what deck it is about wishes coming close to you. What you believe you should have is, and you can work towards it, is coming to you. So if that's a job promotion and you fine-tuned your skills, because that's kind of it, right? Whatever it is that we take from the universe, we have to pay something. It's about extracting balance. So if you are willing to work towards your wish, that star card says your wish, that dream you have, is literally fingertips away from you. So have faith, hold on to that, and keep moving forward.
All right. Lovely Cut Knife says, thanks. Thank you, loves. Angel. Hi, Angel. She's got a question, but we'll get there. Catherine, where's Sean lately? Sean's on a journey of trying to find himself. And he, okay, he dated someone who didn't believe in this, so he gave it up. All right, so didn't hear that from me, but that's the truth of the matter. And so anyways, he'll come back. Just give me a little time. I'll get him back here.
God love you.
Okay.
Yes, let's air.
Let's air. Oh my God. There you go. Air dirty laundry. But he's not here to hear it. And Liam, so help me God, if you tell him, I'll hunt you down. Okay.
Liam, I would be afraid of her.
Everyone's afraid of someone.
Seriously, honey, I would be so afraid of my sister. Just remind me about how I got a phone call from my visa to tell me my sister had double booked a ticket for me and a ticket for her without telling me, so that she could hunt me down in Alaska and make sure I got home safely.
Yeah, because our grandma said she's stupid. Well, yeah, sorry. She did say you were stupid enough to get into trouble. So she sent me to make sure you came home safe. So
it is so true.
Okay, Angel, her question or his, I'm not sure. Okay, a lot of tarots told me that in my future love relationship with Jose Sagittarius, he will not message me and he will left me on scene. Left me on scene. Why will he do that? He lives far away. I think you answered your own question, honey. He lives far away. I'm not feeling he's the person for you. Okay, as much as I'd like to, as much as I would say, oh, sure, everyone should find that dream and follow it. I'm feeling that he might leave you feeling more despondent, more lonely, more left out. So I'm sort of feeling that maybe you should just keep the memory so you don't make the same mistake and move forward, because I feel like you've got someone new coming towards you who wants to be in a relationship with you, and not just a relationship, but a partnership. And I think a partnership is a lot more important than sometimes a relationship. Okay. Definitely. I know it's not what you want to hear, but that's what I'm told to say.
Definitely.
Okay. So we have Diane. Hi, Diane.
Daughter that is saying that we do not condone violence.
Who?
Your daughter.
Who said? No, of course we don't condone violence. I don't.
No, you and
as
Ashley
long as I don't get caught.
You and Ashley don't condone violence. I see no problem with this.
Okay.
That's why I have the next step.
Okay, so you have Diane.
Hi, Diane. Diane. Deep breaths. Contain myself. The moon is talking about confusion. Very confusing time. A time where, if you notice, this wolf is literally, yes, it's howling at the moon, but it's howling for something or someone they lost, not realizing that there are still people in front of them that still need them. And that's a very important message. It's okay to howl at the moon, but remember that whoever it is you are grieving, that you are not the only one grieving, and it may not seem like people are feeling the same way, but it's just that they're feeling it differently. So let them howl at the moon with you. Feel free, D'Arcy. I can hear you wanting to say something.
Diane, as she held the card, I saw it shift and move. And I heard this. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil. And I felt very much drawn to it and positive, and to let you know that whoever this man is, he's okay. Don't worry about him. Just keep moving forward yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a Shomira Buffalo. Hello. I'm not sure. Has she been on the show before?
I don't know.
Okay, me neither. So hello, welcome. And we have the Seven of Cups. This is your hidden desires. What do you want inside your life? Is it a reflection of the people around you that you want to animate their structure, or do you want something for yourself that no one else has? And there's nothing wrong with wanting that, but it's also about bringing the magic. Okay, you bring the magic towards you because it is in your destiny, it's in your karma, whichever way you want to see it, but it definitely feels that it is something powerful and that you should be embracing it. Your hidden desire. Well, thank you, Angel. Angel just liked and subscribed. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Liam said he will straighten Sean out. Okay, laugh out loud. Yeah, I bet you do laugh out loud. He's bigger than you. Margaret, thank you, Penelope. Good advice. I have forgotten about breaking through barriers. I get so caught up daily stuff and designing the life I want. Number one, getting my son in his own apartment. That's big on my list. Laughed out loud. Mama needs her space. We all understand that. And Liam promised to keep quiet.
Liam, that's always a good suggestion. And although, we do not condone violence, just bear in mind that I sport this biker chick scar on my cheek, and my boss literally said, you know what? We're going to just send you, while the stitches were still in the other day, we're just going to send you to collect the money that this vendor owes us. And I'm going to warn them that you're a biker chick warrior. So just remember, we will find you if you betray us.
Okay. So, Angel, I'm so glad that you understand that he is a narcissist and moving on is the best thing for you.
Yes.
Thea said, just one card? Unfortunately, yes. And now we have Jita. So I'm going to let you have, how does Cancer S feel about me? Oh, it must be a person.
Oh, do you know what? The sun talks about new beginnings. This is a time of letting go of things that are holding you back, people who are not upfront, not invested, and move forward. The sun says, new beginnings, new life, new starts. And I'll tell you something. Best words of advice are, if the person you're asking the question about isn't putting the same energy into a relationship as you are in the beginning,
yeah,
you just pick up the phone and you go, hit the road, Jack. And you don't let them back.
Yep. Okay, so we have Audrey, Alana, and Sherry, and I believe Sherry will be our last person. So if anyone else sneaks on, you're out of luck. And thank you, Liam, very much for keeping those lips sealed. And Char, I sort of thought you meant she was your first daughter.
Yeah.
So
And read Diane Miller's message. It was
I know I read that. That's cute. Okay. Audrey, hi. I think it's been a while since we saw you. You have the Two of Pentacles, and this is, I have the money. Okay. And you're looking at the money and you're weighing it. You're trying to decide what to do, and you're being good with money. You're not just throwing it all onto one thing. You're balancing your money. It's that yin and yang of success that's very important around money. And I think we all look at money as, yes, we need it. But how do we divide our money to make it so we still have money in the future and not worrying about debts? And the only way to do that I know of, which I've always had a hard time doing, is saving it. Because I'll see something and I want to go travel the world, which I have done several times. And then I come back and go, woohoo, I get to start all over again. So weigh your money carefully before you spend it, Audrey. Okay, so you have Alana.
Alana, hey, sweetheart. It is time for you to let go of the past. Wash it away, baby. You know, there's that old, years ago, there was an old song, and it was Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair. Well, if you notice, there's a raven there getting ready to take off the hat and says, baby, just wash all this nonsense off of you. Go in a shower at least once every day and just let the water purify you, and think about rebirth, think about new beginnings, think about really washing that negativity out. It's not worth holding on to.
Audrey says, thank you. Always accurate, amazing as usual. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, Sherry, hi. You have the Chariot, and this is, which way do you go? Stop at the intersection of life and decide, what do you want inside your life now? What direction do you want to go? Do you want to follow the sunset, or do you want to follow the rising sun? It's really going to be up to you. So I'm going to say trust your instincts, but don't forget to pack the essentials, clean underwear, toothbrush, toothpaste. I can travel light.
Toothbrush.
It's amazing.
Don't forget the toothbrush.
Always I did say toothbrush, toothpaste. So I'm going to say, enjoy the journey of life, because we don't know really where it's going to lead us. Yeah, you come to people like us and we can give you ideas and advice. But at the end of the day, where do you want your journey to be? And who do you want beside you? I'd take my cats and my daughter. As long as I have those three, I'm good. So trust yourself. All right. Now, I lied. We had a Maximiliana come in and hello, madams. Oh, I like that. I do have cats. Yeah, get the hint, huh? And can I get a message, please? So I'll leave that to you. There's
Shadow. Milano. This says that the world, it talks about new beginnings. But, if you look in the background, you don't have to burn down Rome to start over. You do not have to destroy everything. Although I have no problem with fire, to be honest with you, and just totally starting from ground zero. You don't have to burn all the bridges to build a new life. Exercise a little.
Caution. I was thinking, don't burn your bridges. You never know when you have to cross over it again.
Exactly. So don't make enemies of people that may bail you out of jail one day.
Yeah. So, well, everyone, thank you as always for joining us.
Yeah.
Liam, I noticed Heather wasn't on today.
It's funny. I was thinking about her.
So I'm going to pull a card for her, and she's the Queen of Wands. So if she's feeling a little under the weather, you're supposed to be her protector and look after her. So I remember when Penelope said something about make her a cup of tea. Maybe that glass of wine tonight would be appropriate. And whatever you did, maybe I'm sorry. Okay. He is in Alberta. Wow, that's an interesting place for her. So you can hand on the message. Maybe just phone her and tell her, hey, I'm thinking of you. And if you were here, I'd make you a glass of wine.
Yes.
She might
Yeah.
expect you to get the grapes out, stomp on them sort of thing. So maybe you should say, I'm pouring you a glass of wine. Okay, Liam. And
Okay.
everyone, you all have a fantastic night.
Now, before we go, I just want to say my sister D'Arcy also sent me 2 very feel-good decks, and one of them, she's getting to know me well because I love the macabre. So D'Arcy, thank you. Whoops, check this out, guys. Check out Coffin and then listen. And she sent me a very cool Archangel deck too. So have a great night. Thank you for joining us. And for everybody who sent me private messages last week and the week before, thank you so much. I truly do believe that the prayers I received made it so that they did get all of the cancer in one shot this time. And Masalama. Go in light, please, and go in peace and go in joy.
Yeah. And may love, joy, peace, happiness, prosperity, anyone can win the lottery right after I do. Find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be everyone, and we'll see you next week. Okay. Cheers.